Yeah, no, right. I just want to press enter and go to the next line. That's all I've ever wanted. Pressing enter. I don't need any, it's like we put a half line space between paragraphs. And I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I only ever need a full line, and I accomplished that by pressing enter twice. And that's always been fine. I've never needed the help. Bring back Flippy.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Flippy would not do this.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Michael, how are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
I was thinking today, I was like, did I send you the invite for this meeting? But
You
I had to
did.
check. Yeah, I know. And I checked and realized I did.
I got it a couple days ago.
Yes.
How have you been?
Hanging in there, Bill. Same old, same old.
Busier than usual?
Business as usual. Just too much work.
You need a partner in crime.
I know. I'm waiting for that to happen anytime. I don't know when, but I'm hoping
Maybe
it's
they'll
good.
hire Terry.
I don't think so. Who's Terry? No way. Terry has too much going on that.
Maybe they'll hire John Mabry back.
No, people don't live here and come back, Bill. You know that.
Savannah.
Nobody lives here and comes back, Bill. You know
Yes,
that.
they do. Steve Shields did.
Nah, Steve
David
Shield.
did.
Nah,
Even
Steve,
Chuck Huckleberry came back to the county.
well, Steve Shield is really not back. He's helping here and there.
I know. I'm joshing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Am I? You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, they're much better than yesterday.
Oh yeah. Well, I think you guys were having weather though, right?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. There's Ricky. Hi, Ricky.
Hello.
So I'm trying to see and Jan, I think, is getting on.
Yeah, she thinks so. Savannah is here.
And Joel said he was getting on, but you never know, right?
We have to wait until he's out.
Sorry, did I say that? Oh, it jumped out.
Turn the light on. Michael, I just sent you the email in response to all of those reviews.
Okay. I'll take a look after this. I'm in trouble.
Did you really say 45?
Yes.
That
and
scares
more.
me.
They're actually more.
I looked at 7 signs.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why I gave it to you. I said, hey, Ricky, I know you will jump over this thing. I was like, I was trying to sneak in some solar, and I said, nah, this is probably going to be a little bit too much. But I might, right, but thanks a lot. I really need that.
Let me see if Andrew's getting on. I hope so. Or do we have some more people? I'm not seeing them.
I saw
Oh,
Andrew get on. Yeah.
Jan's on, Joel's on. We're all on. Yay.
Let
Okay.
me see. Hold on, let me get ready, Madam Chair. Let me get my notepads.
Yeah, because I can see them. Participants. Okay, if you want to, do we have all of our applicants? You said you're checking?
Let me check to make sure. Who do we? I have Bill for 3C. I have Axel for 3-1 for the first case. I have not seen the applicant for the second case.
Okay, well, we can go with, you've got 3A and 3C, so we'll
I
just
have
go with
A and
those.
C.
Yeah. And then maybe 3B will get there at some point.
Hoping, no, 3B is here too.
Okay, good.
I have to leave
Okay,
at 2:30 to make a ribbon cutting at 3, so
Oh, well, I'm hoping we're done at 2:30 because I have to host an event shortly.
all right, sounds good.
So we are just, Madam Chair, we're just going to tell the applicants to please do a very short presentation because the subcommittee has already seen the files, and so let's make this as brief as it is so we do not lose a quorum or people start going and I have to reschedule.
Right, and I think we can, we'll ask questions if we have them. So are we recording yet? Yes. So let's go
Yes.
ahead and get started. Thanks everyone for being on. This is the Tucson Pima County Historical Commission Plans Review Subcommittee meeting of Thursday, January 9th, 2025. Called to order at 1:02 p.m. And I'll go ahead and do roll call. Terry Majewski is here. Jan Mulder. Jan, are you here?
Just here.
Yeah, let me see if she's.
Let's see.
Here.
Oh, great.
She's
Okay.
here.
And Savannah McDonald,
Here.
Joel Ireland,
Here.
Ricky Riojas,
Here.
and Andrew Christopher.
He's here. I don't know why.
Here. Yeah.
Thank you. I hear him. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, item 2 is review and approval of the legal action reports and minutes from 12:10 and 12:12. And those are not ready yet because Michael was away over the holiday and no one did them. So we will see them next time.
I promise
Despite-
they will be available at the 123 meeting.
Okay, it's
So
not your
they'll
fault. It's just, yeah, and I had offered to help, but no one responded to me. So, and I wasn't expecting you to, Michael. So, all right, item 3 is historic preservation zone review cases. That we review under UDC section 5.8/TSM 9-02.0.0 Historic District Design Guidelines and the revised Secretary of the Interior Standards and Guidelines. Case 3A is SD 0824-00080 at 720 South 3rd Avenue. And this is to repair back porch enclosure, new stucco, new window and door locations, repair back porch stem wall foundation, modify window opening and replace side door with window on the main part of the house, new masonry wall at front of the house with a gate 4-foot maximum height. And this is a full review in the Armory Park Historic Preservation Zone. It's a contributing resource and we use the rehabilitation standards. Now, Michael, do you have background on this case, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. This case had been to Armory Park. Armory Park reviewed it the first time and continued the case. And then they came back to Amity Park again on Tuesday, November 19. You have that legal action report, the long legal action report. So Amity Park reviewed it on November 19 and recommended approval with a series of conditions, which you have it in your legal action report. If you please, I can read it out, or if not, you already have all of them in the legal action report that I forwarded to you.
Are there
The,
just a few conditions, Michael, that you can read, or is it complicated?
there are many, but I can read
Okay.
them.
Does somebody have that? Because I did not print it out, though I looked at it. Does someone have it ready if we need to discuss it?
Yeah, I have it up.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, all righty. Any other background, or who is our?
No, then I'll just turn it over to the applicant to do the plans that you have today, Madam Chair, members of the subcommittee, are the same plans that Amity Park had looked at them. The applicant did not indicate to me that he did any changes at all. So you are looking at the same plans that Amity Park had looked at. And so I'll just turn it over to the applicant, Mr. Gordon, to do the same presentation that he did with Amity Park. And please, sir, as you heard, let's be very brief. The subcommittee has already seen your plan, so just give a very brief presentation and be ready to answer questions.
Terry, did you want me to read the conditions they approved it with?
Well, let's do this. Let's hear the presentation, and then maybe we can start our discussion by reviewing those.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Golden.
Let me make him the co-host. So
Okay.
you should be good to go, sir.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon. This is the house here. It's on 720 South 3rd. It's built in 1907. Here's some photos of it. Some of the features are this belt course that is also serves as the sill for each window. The windows are wood, simple, double hung, and one of its nice characteristics in the front is this arcade that kind of wraps around the side. You can see. It's a kind of a rubble, Tucson, Arizona base for the foundation in the front for the main brick part of the house, but the back has a different foundation, and that's what we're focusing on repairing. For the main part of the house, it's really just the windows because they're getting very old. So I'll go to the next slide. Here's the location. It's on 3rd and 17th, between 17th and 18th there. The lot spans all the way to Railroad. Here's some more aerial views. You can see the back is still pretty much untouched. Here's the side aerial views. Here's some of the street. This is right across the street. So some similar homes. This one is on the corner. I believe it is almost exactly the same house. Clearly they put up a room in the roof because there's a lot of space up there, but this is a similar house to look at. As well as, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking that's interesting. It looks similar.
Yeah, it's very a nice preserved house. It looks like it was renovated at some point. This one is also extremely similar, if not the same. And the front arcade was enclosed, and you can see the duplex or the triplex meter, which was the house that I'm bringing up today as. It was once a triplex. Here's some existing photos of some of the features. This is a voisoir header. So it's a vertical head over the structural openings. You can see this is a kitchen window. Well, it's now the kitchen window. At once we were told by the last reviewer that it was these were bathroom windows. So here's the porch. You can see the triplex meter. You can see all the layers of history here. Like at once, maybe it was this beadboard siding, and then it was covered in stucco. There's these unapproved or unpermitted windows that are kind of mismatched together and boarded up in different places. This is a recent, before my client had just bought the building last year, and this is what they inherited. So someone had been doing some renovations without permits and installed the siding and window, and then they sort of shored up the back porch here with some lumber, some repurposed lumber. This is the crumbling foundation of the porch. Here's the shoring up that the previous owner did. Here's some of the original pilings under the porch, which is not a porch any longer, it's an enclosed porch. So we're looking to, here's the front of the house. Here's a big view of the whole entire west part of the back part of the house, which is the porch. Here's another view. Here's the this would be the south side. So this is a door that we've discovered was once a window. So our application also has plans to make that back into a window, which would be the same size as the other 3 windows next to it. Here's a rendering of the back porch that we are proposing. So we're going to expose the foundation and repair it. This line here is about where the repair will happen all the way to the left. And from that line to the right it'll just be the paint will be removed and it'll be refurbished with the grouting, but that's it. This porch here is existing, and we're going to stucco it to cover up the cinder blocks. These are all new windows. They're all the same size. This is a new door and a new window. This is a new stair on the left. That's cast of concrete. This stair is existing and to remain. Here's the south view. This is that new door, or I'm sorry, this is that existing door to become a window. Here's a vent that'll be preserved that is existing. This is a new panel to screen a new HVAC unit. This is the location of a new water heater location. And then here's also a vent that's existing to remain and to be refurbished actually, because the frame is a little bit old, needs new paint. Here's the view of this would be the north side. This is the new stair, a new door. And this is that wall that has unapproved or unpermitted work to it. Here's also what the new stem wall foundation would look like. To the left is the window that we had proposed enlarging to a large window. The previous reviewers said that this was not permitted and that they preferred to have a single post in the middle and 2 matching windows instead. This is an example of one of the windows that from the manufacturer that we're looking to put on the back porch. This is the front wall on 3rd that we had proposed. The previous review board had asked us to keep the side walls at 4 foot, but they did approve the overall design with the double brick course on top, but they did not approve the gate, saying that it was too modern. Here are some of the design guidelines. Here's the inventory form, and that's the end of the presentation. We can pull up the construction documents if you'd like, and I can go over them too.
Okay, so folks, what would you like to see? I mean, would you like to see the construction documents, or are you ready to, probably we need to just get an overview of those to see about this window placement and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be helpful if we could see the plan too. I'm a little unclear where all the different things are happening.
Yeah, just go ahead with that, Axel.
Okay. So I think to kick off, I think this might help. Here's a demo plan. So to the right is the front of the house. To the left is the back. This indicated area, can you guys see my mouse?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, great. So this indicated area is where we are wanting to strip the porch down to its studs and sheathe it. And in that process, there'll be these new openings for windows and doors. And the rest of the house, exterior wise, remains the same. So that's the brick, the actual brick, portion of the house will remain the same. But we're asking for the window to be able to update the windows. The previous reviewers had said we proposed to replace all of the windows in the main house, but the previous reviewers said that they would like us to go one by one and try and preserve each one. So the next this is the floor plan, so you can kind of see on the left the new windows here, the new door on the top, new 2 windows on the bottom. Here's some elevations. Here's a back porch elevation on the top. Did that answer your question?
Could you go back to the overview, like the top view portion of the house, top down? This one. So which portion had can you point out on this drawing where the unpermitted
yeah.
enclosed back porches?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. It's right here, across here, and then down about to where the gas meter is, right there.
Okay.
And I actually have a foundation plan here. So you can see this dark black portion is where we're proposing to match this entire other existing part, because this part has been crumbled away and taken away. So we're going to use as close as possible to or the same exact brick if we can find it. We actually have been already sourcing a lot of the brick that's been located on site already, but I think we still need some more. But we're proposing to match the brick around this corner.
Okay.
And rebuild the porch back up. Did that help?
Yes. And then I just want to make sure. So there is already that little porch that's not enclosed. That's the addition onto the unpermitted enclosed porch. That's correct?
No, that part, here, let me see.
Or you're
I can-
adding on another porch?
Well, it's just a stair. Is that what you
Okay.
mean? So this part here on the left,
Yes.
that's existing,
Okay.
but it has an exposed CMU base that the board for the last board doesn't like they don't like to have exposed CMU. So even though it's existing, we're gonna cover that exposed CMU with stucco.
Okay.
And then here to the top on the north side, that's a new little stair going down. It's not quite a porch.
Thank you.
Okay,
So-
go ahead.
Just to clarify, we'd like to submit the final plans with this kitchen window that was recommended by the last board to have a center post in it. So that'll be one of the updates to the final plans, because that was also a condition on the last report.
Okay, so Mr. Golden, the way this works is that the 2 reviews are independent of one another, but we always, as you can see from our conversation, we're interested in what they're saying and we will discuss that. So then we make our own recommendation on the motion, and then the planning director makes the decision based on both letters and their own whatever they think, right? So, but we appreciate you saying that, you know, the changes that were requested by the other advisory board. So if you, so this, you obviously can't see my cursor, but the window to be, that has the post in it, and I'll point that one out again in your window schedule, up on the top left.
It's number 8. It's H, letter H.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to see because my eyes are bad.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
no,
This
I'm
one.
good. I can see, yeah. All righty. Okay, so, do you have other elevations to show us, or?
Oh, here's an elevation of that window here.
Okay, but I mean, do you have the other, does anyone want to see those as well? We probably do, right? I'll just run around the house, the sides of the house with those elevations again, please.
Sure.
Okay. So the top one is the proposed,
North.
okay,
Sorry,
So-
do you have what did that used to look like? It was a smaller kitchen window and now it's just twice the size? Is that
I
right?
think it's on the left there. I
Yeah.
think this has a picture.
That's a great question. So here, it might be, I think it's on my demo plan, just a second. Here on the top right.
So it's actually
Oh,
two
okay.
windows right now?
Right now it's 2 windows. And we're proposing to sort of use the shape that would be created if you enlarge them both.
Okay.
And
Thanks.
here's a picture of it too.
Yeah, and what did the advisory board say about that? They didn't like that, or they just wanted the bar or the division?
They,
They
they're-
wanted 2 single hung mold together? Or with a
Yeah,
center post?
with a center post in the middle, yeah.
They were okay with the expanded combined kitchen window. Well, they said this is their condition. The expanded combined kitchen window will retain the original Vossir repair string courses, allow for expanded sill, and feature 2 side-by-side wood double hung windows with a center post in the now horizontal opening.
Okay, and that's what you show on the proposed, or that you will show on the proposed.
Yeah.
Okay, if that change gets in effect, okay. What's next? What elevation's next?
Let me scroll back down to, I believe it's these ones. So the porch is on the top right, or I'm sorry, the top. And the front is on the bottom.
And you're adding in windows there, not just replacing already existing windows?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to tell. Yes, we're adding a window here on the left. And then we're adding a window over here near where the electrical box is currently.
Next to the door, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
How
the
did
service,
the size of those windows compare to the existing? Are they're slightly different size, smaller?
they are more comparable to what looks to be the original size or the oldest size on the house, but there's a lot of windows here that are, like, for example, this is a vinyl window that has been replaced probably in the last few years. And then this opening here has been boarded up so it's a little hard to tell, but the size of the window, I feel the proportion fits more with the neighborhood and with the bigger windows on the main house too.
And
Yeah.
what,
I was just gonna say, I agree with that, but they looked like maybe their sill heights are a little taller, but I couldn't tell. There's slight
yeah,
from the
it seems
original.
to- yeah, so what did Armory Park say about this?
Are you asking me or?
I'm asking Ricky.
Okay.
Let's see. They don't have anything in their motion that specifically calls that out. They call out the front wall, the front gate design, and then the kitchen window. Let
Okay.
me scroll through the other.
It seems like there was discussion about the existing wood windows,
Yeah,
that
see,
they don't all need to be replaced potentially. Are they in poor condition?
Yeah, they're in very poor condition. And we had I had um a local window maker come out, and he hand makes these windows, and he had recommended to replace them because if he took them apart, he said they would start to fall apart.
Mm,
So the owner was okay with having all new windows made, custom made out of new wood, and they'd be matched to the original.
yeah.
He used the original ones as templates, basically. But the last review, they had said that it didn't concern them and that they wanted to make sure that every single piece was preserved one by one, rather than agreeing to replacing all the windows. I think they had thought that maybe some things could be preserved.
I found in the notes about the back porch in general. The board were generally pleased with the revised renovation plans for the work on the rear enclosed porch. The design, including wall surface treatments, wood double hung windows, wood doors, etc., all seemed appropriate.
okay. All right, go ahead and continue, Axel.
Is there another sheet you'd like to see?
Folks, what do you want to see? Or do we want to start with our questions? Who wants to start then with questions?
This is Joel. I'll start. One has been answered. I was kind of wondering why the recommendation was to go around about the windows one by one. You know, sounds like they're all in bad shape, so you're just going to find that anyway. So I'm not too concerned about that. But my question is on that unpermitted. I think it was on the north elevation where they were doing that unpermitted addition. Was that the north elevation, Axel?
Yes.
Yeah. And I didn't quite get what finish is going to be on that when you're done. What are you proposing for that?
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's a smooth sand finish stucco.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you. I'm really good with this plan. It looks like a nice project. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, who's next with questions?
I'll go. This is Jan.
Okay.
Axel, the smooth sand finish stucco, is that for that whole back kind of addition enclosure area that you're redoing?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Oh, the replacement window on the kitchen, it said something about, oh no, it's on the south side where you're putting a window back in where a door was.
Yes.
Looks like from your drawing that you'll be extending that lintel then between the two sides where the door went in. Is that right?
Let me go to the drawing to make sure we're on the same. Are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
So existing, the way it looks is they've cut here
Right.
and they've installed a door, and then up to the header. The header actually is the same height existing,
Right.
but they've put in a transom window.
Got it.
So that'll all come out.
Right.
We will build this back up with brick. We'll
Right.
match the belt course.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. Thanks.
So, okay.
So that'll extend across. Okay. And then on the kitchen window, that top course, I think I understand how Armory Park was looking at it being reconfigured, which makes sense to me. I just wanted to confirm that what you're doing is, it looked like the original, so you would be extending that top decorative part beyond what it is right now, because right now it's just over that one window.
Yes.
So I'm okay. I looked at what you wrote, the 5. Do we need to clarify it more, like Joel's comment, to make it more explicit?
Do you think so?
I
I
don't
could
know.
rewrite it.
I mean, I can rewrite it and okay, I can
Because-
rewrite it.
Just need to put number.
Alexandra, did you mean to be unmuted? Did you want us to hear that? Thank you.
So does that make sense, Axel? So if you go back to the drawing, the pictures,
Sure.
or the existing situation with the 2 windows on the kitchen?
Let me get that for you here.
Yeah, it looked like that top part only went over that first window. And when you redo it, it looks like you're extending it across.
Yeah, exactly. So the last review board had requested to keep this as it is.
Right.
So it would kind of look like an eyelash on the side, but
Okay, well, that's what I was trying to clarify, because I couldn't understand why you'd be creating the reconstruction across the other side. So, okay. Yeah, I agree with their recommendation. I think I had one. I think that's it. Thank you very much.
thanks.
And I guess the only other thing I'll say is, it would be nice to know, I understand, I think Armory Park's concern about just wholesale replacement. It would be nice to know whether that's through a minor review or through a resubmittal, that you have gone through individually and indicated that each window is not salvageable versus just wholesale replacement as a kind of global request. That's my last comment. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. Who is next? Andrew? Or Savannah?
Sure, I can go.
Okay.
The only thing I wasn't sure on the back porch, I think it's on the north side, is that a new stair that you're adding
Yeah,
off of like the master bedroom? Okay, and that's concrete.
yeah.
Okay. All right. And then I may be the only person who feels this way, but I don't really like the look of just keeping that one like jack arch above the small window and extending the opening without extending the brickwork above it. I get the intention behind it. I just think it might look goofy in the end. So
I agree with you, Andrew, on that.
yeah,
I agree.
I would be okay with just extending that opening and, you know, rebuilding it back to match the standard of the house. But other than that, I think everything else looks great. So
Thank you.
Great, thank you, Andrew. Savannah?
Yeah, I just wanted you to maybe, no, I'm good with everything that's proposed, along with what has been the previous motion recommendations. I was hoping you could talk about the front gate and wall a little bit more, and since they didn't like what was originally proposed, what are you thinking for that front gate?
The front gate, we had been asked to make this more opaque so that you could sort of visually see the pathway to the front door. So I think That's what we'll be moving towards.
You mean more
Uh,
transparent or?
yeah. Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
More, yeah, more transparent.
All right, so
Um,
like a wrought iron or kind of picket.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, that sounds fine to me. I feel like that makes a lot of sense and it's kind of in keeping with other projects in the area. So and then the site wall, it's 4 feet on the sides and 3, is that right? Or 4 feet in the front and 5 feet on the sides? What's the height difference there?
We had proposed 4 feet in the front and 6 feet on the sides.
Oh, okay.
However, we were asked to bring the walls on the side down to 4.
Okay.
Because there's a portion in the UDC that says to pay close attention to the front part of the lot if there's any perimeter walls. So it does technically say, I think, somewhere else that we can go to 6 on the sides, but because it's in the front, it's a little more of a more
Actually,
area in view that needs more, that where they wanted it to stay at 4 there.
yes,
Okay.
they wanted you to stay at 4 because you are in the front yard. So you can go up to 6 on the side yard. So the section that the America was saying you should stay at 4, it is because it is within the front yard.
Right.
Okay. Do those walls continue back or are you just doing the walls in the front yard?
Just in the front yard.
Okay. And you'll be revising them for 4 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. But basically the same design otherwise.
Yes, the same design. Right.
Okay.
It'll just be the same as the front here. It'll just turn the corner.
Okay.
So is everybody okay with just reducing the whole thing to 4 feet?
Yeah, and maybe being clearer than Lisa notes from Armory Park that we're talking about the sidewalls in the front.
Yeah, all the wall that shows in the front of the house, which is on those sides.
Yeah.
One question here, sorry, on this. What kind of coursing are you gonna use for that, the running bond on that top wall I see? If you're gonna stucco the CMU below, are you gonna have there won't be any overhang to that cap, right?
No.
The stuccoed wall would be a little bit wider than the overall cap.
No, it'll be flush, I believe. Because it's double coursed.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Is this wall connecting to the gate? Like, what is that called? The metal gate wall that is in the backyard? That
No. Because it only goes about to the front of the house
okay.
and then it stops. There's other existing fencing on the side yards, and in the back of the house there's a whole nother fence there too. That's existing.
Okay. Ricky, did you have anything else?
I don't think I have anything else.
Okay, who would like to go over the points that we might want to include in a motion so we can move this along?
Yeah. Do the windows need to come back for minor review? I think that's also something we have to decide.
Well, I would think that if part of the motion is that they look at what's salvageable before
Mhm.
they make a decision on that, I would think, Michael, would that be a minor review?
That would be a minor review.
Yeah.
Okay.
Helps move the project faster.
I will say there is one window on the house that it's hard to see. It's right here. And it's boarded up. And I feel like that window obviously needs to be replaced sooner than the others. So would something like that also need to be a minor review? Or can that window be replaced?
I guess I'm a little confused. If you already had someone evaluate it, why are we asking for that to be done again?
Sounds like they didn't like say this window, this window. They said, yeah, they all need to be replaced, which to me, I don't know.
Yeah.
If the person came back and said, yes, I've inspected each individual window and they, to me, that's a little different. I mean,
Yeah. The about the question for the boarded up window, you can, and correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, like you can replace one window, like if you need to do that now. But if you're replacing more than like a certain number or a large number of windows, then you do have to go through a minor or full review for that.
You are correct, Ricky.
So like if you need to replace that window now because that's you just need a window in there, you can put the correct window in there now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rick, you don't you think that has to be part of our motion?
Yeah, we can include it in there, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's a good idea. Okay, so what else?
Well, this is Joel. I agree with Savannah. I don't know why we're double guessing the assessment here. These windows, 120 years old, and somebody's assessed that they're going to fall apart. I don't know. It seems like an unnecessary step to have to review it again, but.
well, they could submit documentation with their permit that says, this person submits a letter or something that says, I've reviewed all these windows, they need to be replaced, or something besides we talked to somebody and they said, replace them all. That's all.
I got it.
I like that.
Can
I
I,
like that.
Accountability, that's all.
can I bring this up? I think we've seen a few projects where people have done full replacements of windows. And I don't know that we've asked for that level of documentation. We've just looked at what the replacement window is and if it's acceptable for the design guidelines. So
We've had earlier projects where we actually did do that.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, and because sometimes it would be a pretty casual, and I get it, people want to have double pane windows and everything and upgrade it for other reasons. So I totally understand and have some sympathy for that. But
I guess I'm asking, I get where we make that distinction or why we're making that distinction here, and we haven't, and like unilaterally on all the window projects that come across.
I think we've had different levels of information. I'm just asking for something that says more than kind of hearsay in the record that says these should be replaced. And that,
Okay.
I'm not going to die on this. So if everybody else thinks we're good to go, I'll let it go. But.
Axel, did you get somebody out there to look at them like specifically, or is that really just like you walking around the house with the owners and just saying like these look bad?
Okay, so yeah, I think so what happened was the first time I did, I think this is why the first reviewers kind of doubled down, because when we had our first review, I was proposing to fix all the windows. But because there was 2 months between the first review and the second review, I did come on site with the person who was going to do is going to do the repair. And he had his notebook. We went to every window. I'm sorry, not every window, but we looked at the ones that are really bad. And he looked at them and he said that it was just going to be better for him to replace them, because he was demonstrating as they started to pull apart with his hands that there was no way he was going to be able to reuse that material. So then the next review came, and so I went ahead, because I was going through another review, I had to resubmit. So I updated the plans proposing now to install brand new windows that were what I'm calling replicas because he's going to fully he's actually buying Douglas fir and milling down the wood to be exactly the same, but he's using double pane. And so when I presented that, I think that the reviewers thought that I was pulling a fast one on them, maybe. I'm not sure, but they said, "Oh wait, you said last time you were gonna fix them, but now you're saying that they're not good." And then so they that's why they had doubled down on me, and so they were kind of if that makes sense. I guess I'll leave it there.
But you also said you only had the fellow look at the ones that were really falling apart.
Yeah, it was these front three that he looked at, and then he looked at the side three as well.
Is
Could
it
you just
possible
show on the plan which ones are the ones that he was saying were really bad?
I mean, it's possible the ones under the porch that are a little less exposed to the sun are better if they are. I mean, but we would trust you to just tell us.
I think if there's anything that can be fully restored, that's the first an option that I am going to put on the plans, but that I'd like to put on the plans. But as far as most of them, they do need to be replaced. Here, let me go to the.
Yeah, and as I recall over the years, we've said things like repair windows when possible.
Right.
But otherwise, I mean, the fact
That's
is
what I'm getting at versus, I mean, when there's only been an assessment of the really crappy ones, there should be a little more discernment.
Yeah, I mean, you could say assess and determine if any of the windows can be repaired and reused. But I mean, the nice thing is that somebody is actually making custom windows, and so the applicant is not saying, I want to use, plastic, windows here. I mean, that he buys at at Home Depot. That's not what he's saying. I mean, they're willing to go to this full restoration or, in full rebuild. So we just need to have a motion, I think, that says whenever possible, reuse the windows, but assess them first, and then.
Yeah.
Because the guy's got to give you a formal quote, Axel, because it's pricey.
This is Joel. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Just sort of do an assessment as you go. What is the name of that local guy? Who are you using, Axel?
His name's Sam. His name's Sam Okerlund. He's done some windows just like this in El Presidio.
Yeah, I know his work. Okay.
Yeah, Sam does great work.
Yeah, I did my last job. He did the work on that one too, and it turned out great. So he's excited about this one.
Yeah, I would like some in the motion, like, do an assessment, if at all possible, save the window, but if not,
replace in kind, basically, is what he's doing, right?
Yeah, sure. And we've done that. I've heard us do that before.
Yeah. So
the ones are not replacing in kind, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what other thoughts?
One quick question, since I'm just noticing it. The porch only has one window and 2 doors. Are the doors original, or are you doing anything with the front porch doors?
Yeah, they'll be new. These will be new doors, yes, and they'll have. I may have some elevations on the schedule if you want to see them.
Yeah, we do.
I couldn't see it. Yeah, I don't think we only got your presentation materials, not your CDs. So yeah, that's helpful. Are there transoms above it that have to be recreated as well or replaced?
The porch is so low that there's no room for a transom.
Okay.
And there's no existing transoms. It's almost at head height at that area.
And the design.
I'm talking about the front porch though.
Oh, here?
Yeah, those two, that door and that other door. Can you turn the corner?
These two, this one is existing and it's not being touched. It is not conforming, I was told, but we aren't proposing to do anything to it. It's just a glass panel door. And then
Okay.
this one is what I believe is the original door and has some intricate wood on it, and that's also going to remain.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
Okay.
They're in decent enough shape though.
Yes, yeah. This one here on the side is rather new. Probably like it's sometime in the 2000s it was installed, I'm sure.
And that's on the side of the house, so. Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about the one on the front of the house that's next to the original door? That, is it marked K? I can't see, it's too small, but
It's a window.
that guy, yeah, that's a window. Okay, right, okay, correct.
Mhm.
Just, I couldn't really tell because, I didn't notice the door opening thing that usually goes there. Okay, great. Who else has comments, or are we closer to a motion?
I have one more. They had mentioned in their notes of pocket doors. I know they said that's not in their preview, but where are those pocket doors that they were talking about?
Yeah, I'll show you. They are still there, but they are right here. Let me show you.
Oh, okay.
They are very large, old pocket doors here. Here and here.
Huh.
They
And the
had
door-
just mentioned that it's not in their purview, but they would like to see them retained.
Right.
But it is inside, so I understand why they said that.
Okay. All right, motion maker, who's out there?
I can.
You want to just go over the points that might be in there?
Yeah. Reevaluate windows and restore when possible, otherwise replace with replicas. So I guess that would be returned for a minor review.
Well, I would say assess condition, current condition of windows and
I think if you're already proposing that they should repair or replace or with in-kind material, then there should be no need for a minor review.
Okay.
yeah, so I would say assess condition of windows and repair when possible, otherwise replace in kind. And then we might want to say that they can go ahead and replace in kind that one that's boarded up, because I think he's interested in that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
What-
probably want to distinguish or call out separately that whole, whatever's going on with the kitchen window.
Yeah.
You could start with the kitchen window and then say for the rest of the window.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess that we were kind of split on what to do about the top course there, whether it was a half or a whole.
The eyebrow.
Yeah. Whether to extend it, reconstruct it, or just leave as is.
The boarded up window can be replaced in kind. Currently?
Right.
Or can I just say can just be replaced in kind? I'll just leave it like that. For the kitchen window, let me see what they said. I'm pulling up the other one. The way that it was viewed, it was in the other minute, says the expanded combined kitchen window will retain the original. Okay, I guess that's the thing. Do we want the eyelash on just the half of it or to build it out? Because the advisory board is just saying to do half, like to not build it out.
Yeah, they're so wrong about that. I'm telling you, you just when you do these houses, I know we don't want to copy things exactly, but that is just going to look awkward and unfinished in my mind. You know, and I mean, it used to be a bathroom window, so it's, you know, we're changing the use. I don't know. That was the most striking thing to me in the whole thing. So, but anyway, that's just that's the way I would like to see it go.
Yeah, I agreed with you on that, Joel. I mean, unless anyone has really strong feelings about it, we could probably just leave that out of our motion and just mention that the vertical, or that they'll be molded together with a vertical post in between.
Right, and Michael can always mention to the director, or, you know, that has to be a decision up to them, because I think it looks weird too. I'm with Joel and Andrew here.
Yeah, I agree. It looks weird. On the other hand, you're on a side yard where it's not that visible and it shows the history. So I'm good either way. And I agree with leaving it out.
I agree with Jan. I don't mind the quirkiness, especially since it's on the side, but I'd be on board with whatever you guys feel strongly about.
And then the director can decide.
Aesthetically, I hate the idea of like it only goes over half of the window because that is what the building looks like now. From a historical preservation perspective, like I 100% understand why, so that you can see the changes in the house over time. But you can still see that window from the street.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say expand it. Does anybody feel strongly about one way or the other?
I think I'm pretty trusting of the applicant to make the right call, and the director here too, but.
Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, we can say expand it, and the director has to decide, because they now have a motion with expanding and a motion without expanding.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or go silent since we're split.
Yeah, I'm good with silent.
Okay.
Go
I will
silent.
omit that one.
Okay.
Let's see.
And then what are you gonna say about the door or the windows that are side by side that'll be replaced?
I think Andrew phrased it as saying they'll be molded together with a, what is that? With a center post.
Okay.
Yeah,
Continuous sill or something. I think it said.
Yeah.
Okay.
The center post. It says repair string courses also in here. Do I leave that in with an in the no horizontal opening?
Oh, I think that's where that door went in. It was being replaced, maybe.
No, they put it in the kitchen window one.
Oh, you're right.
Repair string courses allow for an expanded sill. I guess I need to put that one in there, and feature the two side by side wood double.
Yeah, I think that those repairs are just part of doing that.
Yeah, so I'll leave that out. Perfect. So that's the kitchen window. We have the windows done. The front yard. 1, 2. Let the front yard gate be 4 feet, no taller than 4 feet all the way around.
The
Front
wall.
yard wall.
Yeah. And then I think still the gate's coming back for minor review, right? Once they decide.
Yeah, I'll put that in there.
And the front gate should be simpler, should be transparent, see-through, whatever. What word should we use, Savannah? You had talked about it.
Oh, transparent?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
It should be transparent and come back for a minor review.
Okay. That the front gate be transparent, return for a minor review. Okay. What do we need to talk about the back at all?
I think we were all good on the back side.
Or
Okay.
maybe just say the plans for the rear are acceptable or something,
Presented.
as presented, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say, okay. Approved as presented with the following conditions. Assess the current condition of the windows and repair otherwise replace in kind. The boarded up window can be replaced in kind on what side of the building is it on? The boarded up window.
It's on the south, I think.
Yes, it's on the southeast corner, I think.
Yeah.
For the
that's
kitchen
correct.
window, oh. Uh, the kitchen window will be molded together with the center post and the now. I say will, that's not correct. Should be molded together with the center post and the now horizontal opening. That the front yard wall be no taller than 4 feet all the way around, and that the front gate be transparent in return for a minor review.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, and question, can you, after we get this, can you email that motion to me and Michael, so it'll be easy to pop in?
Yeah.
Okay, great, thanks. Go ahead and if everyone is satisfied with that, Ricky can make the official motion, because we're way behind schedule.
Yeah. Okay. On the matter of SD-0824-00080-720 South 3rd Avenue, motion to approve as presented with the following conditions. 1, assess the current condition of the windows and repair, otherwise replace them in kind. That the boarded up window located on the southeast corner be replaced in kind. That the kitchen window be molded together with the center post of the now horizontal opening. That the front yard wall be no taller than 4 feet all the way around, and that the front gate be transparent in return for a minor review.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, is there further discussion? Okay, if not, I'll call roll. Terry says aye. Jan?
Aye.
Savannah?
Aye.
Joel?
Aye.
Ricky?
Aye.
Andrew?
Aye.
Great, it passes 6-0. And Axel, are you familiar with the next steps, or do we need to go over those?
If you could just summarize quickly, that help.
Okay, my understanding, which I'm pretty sure is correct, is that both recommendations will go to the planning director, who will make a decision, and then you will receive a letter. And Michael, do you want to go from there? And then the applicant would have so many days to appeal?
Yeah, Madam Chair, I think for the sake of time, you can just contact me and I'll give you the next steps. So we
Yeah.
can move forward.
Yeah. And so the key is, though, that Axel, that the director will make the decision based on these 2 reviews, because we make recommendations only. So, and then Michael can go over the submission of your next version of the plans and so on after you get the letter
Okay, thank you.
and the timing. So thank you very much and good luck with the project. It's kind of a cool
Appreciate
house.
it. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks, Axel.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll move on to item 3B, which is SD 0724-00070/TCRES 1223-10167 at 707 East First Street. It's a code violation, and it's to replace drywall, new siding at back end of house, replaced new windows, replaced door, new wrought iron door on the back end of the house, back wooded stairs, replaced with wood stairs. Is that what it is? Back wood stairs, replaced with cement stairs and slab for water heater and proposed enclosure. Review for full code compliance. This is a full review in the West University Historic Preservation Zone. It's a contributing resource. We use the rehabilitation standards. Now, Michael, do you want to give us any background on this?
Yes, Madam Chair, this project is, as you see, it's a code violation because the owner decided to remove windows and replace them without going through the historic review process. But they went to West University on December 12, 2024. West University reviewed the same plans that you are reviewing today. And their recommendation was for approval of the 3 windows, the front and rear security doors, the concrete landings and stairs, and the U door as presented. And they asked that door documentation need to be added to the package prior to PROS. So that was a recommendation from West University. Other than that, I do not.
So they basically, Michael, approved.
They basically approve it as presented.
Yeah, and so, but then they just listed all the things they approved, but it's to undo everything, right? That was done before with these, correct?
No, basically they approve what the applicant has actually installed. That's basically what they
All right,
did.
all right, right, all righty.
And ask them to document the door, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so who is
So
presenting?
Luis is here to do the same presentation that he did in West University. Luis, I made you the co-host, so you should be able to share your screen.
Yeah, thank you everyone for meeting with me. Let me share my screen. I apologize. I didn't realize I have to give my computer permission. I thought I would just share the screen. I never use Google on this computer. Let me do that.
Terry,
Yeah,
while we're figuring that out, I'm just gonna step away real quick
okay.
to use the restroom. Thank you.
Let me try it again. Let me go to System Settings, Security, Privacy, Grant Access. So I'm here. I really wish I had used this
Oh, there you
before
go. Oh, that's not, and then you can click on the package, I guess, right? The design package under B, 3B.
Oh, I
See
think
that?
I found it. I
It's not
think I
that.
found the.
Yeah, you need to go to 3B though, because that's your case. Okay, the next one down. There you go. See what that does.
Let me try it again. I'm hoping you can see my screen now. Are you able to?
Oh, now we're seeing something with your privacy. I think you were there before, weren't you? When you clicked on that, the design, the case
Yeah.
files.
Yeah, let me try it again.
Okay, if not, maybe Michael can show them.
Let me. Can you see it now? I think it did now.
Yes, that's page 7. We're seeing page 7.
Wonderful.
Terry, this is Joel.
Okay.
I just texted your phone, and while we're waiting for Ricky, could you just take a quick look?
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah.
That's where you are, Luis. You are good.
You can see it. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go right to the windows.
Okay, wait, before you do, let me ask Michael. Joel texted me and said that he may have a conflict because he bought a clawfoot tub and a stove from this guy. I mean, I don't see that has anything to do with this case, but I mean,
I don't either, but I just want to be sure. I know him, and Michael and I did a review of the back house for him. Nice guy. And he was removing the tub and the old stove, and they were for sale, and I bought them. But that was months ago. Yeah.
Michael, do you see any issue with that, with Joel continuing on this case?
Nah.
Okay, but we'll just say that you disclosed that you had previously purchased some things from this person.
You've
A
already
stove and a clawfoot tub.
Yeah.
You already did a review for this property, so
yeah,
you're not getting any financial benefit from him, or he's not providing,
No.
you're not providing him any service, so I don't see any conflict. So you can stay on, it will be fine, but we'll put it for the record.
It's important to mention these things, Luis. Okay, go ahead. So tell us what's going on.
Thank you. So, of course, I love the historic home. That's why I purchased it for me and my family. 9 of the windows we were able to stand down and fully restore. But if you see this little dotted blue box, those 3 in the back were just damaged beyond repair. So for the guidelines, we used the gelled wind, all wood, double hung, single pane windows. We didn't change the structure anyway. Just wanted to stay true to the original windows as possible. So again, they're all gelled wind 2500 double hung all wood windows, and the size and double hung single pane. Nothing changed. So again, the rest of the windows were just repaired and sanded to be in good shape and prevent any further rotting. And then along this picture, I'll show another picture. You see the wrought iron black door that you see there, and replace that door because it was also rotted. I have some better pictures of that. And along with this picture, before there were wood stairs, but they were also rotted, so replaced and put cement stairs back there. And here, just showing that my neighbors also have your typical double hung all wood windows that picture shows. And then here it just a little bit of detail on rear wood door that was replaced. Again, rear wood door. And then here you see the door painted white wood door. Is there anything that I could go into more detail about as to the changes?
Does anyone want Luis to go into more detail?
Just clarifying that door, it looked you could kind of see it through that's the one that was behind the security door. But this is pretty
Yes.
much the same style as the one that it's replacing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Who's next? Ricky, do you have anything? Are you there? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I don't have anything. Oh, I sent in the chat when I was back, so if that's needed for the meeting minutes.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Joel, do you have anything?
Oh, it looks fine.
Okay. Savannah,
I don't, thank you.
Andrew?
Nope, all good.
Okay, I think that's everybody. I'm okay with the 2. Go ahead, someone, and make a motion, please.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, all right. Sorry. All right. On the matter of item 3B SD 0724-00070/TC Res 1223-10167 at 707 East 2nd Street. I
First
move
Street?
to
Is it First Street?
First Street.
First. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's different on online. 707 East First Street. I move to recommend approval of the project as submitted or as presented.
I'll
Okay,
second.
is there a second? Okay, who seconded, Jan?
Yes.
Okay, is there further discussion? Okay, I'll go ahead and call roll. Terry Majewski says aye. Jan Mulder?
Aye.
Savannah McDonald?
I
Joel Ireland?
Aye.
Ricky Riojas?
Aye.
Andrew Christopher?
Aye.
Great, thank you. It passes 6-0. Now, Luis,
Yes.
Michael will get in touch with you about the next step. So our recommendations go to the planning director who makes the final decision. And then a letter will be issued and there's a certain number of days. And then Michael will let you know about whatever you need to do. And I just want to say that, we appreciate your concern about and your desire to live in a historic home. But now that you know the rules for changes,
Absolutely.
it's much easier because it's a beautiful neighborhood, and
Yeah.
ask your neighbors questions, and I think you'll do the right thing. So anyway, thank you very much, and good luck with your project.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Have a
Yeah,
great
and
day.
can I just say, despite not getting a permit, I do appreciate somebody being attentive to the standards. But be good to
Yeah.
get a permit next time, but the attention to
Absolutely.
standards is wonderful to see. Thank you.
Right, yeah.
You.
And enjoy your home.
Thank you so much.
Sure, bye now. Okay,
Bye. Have a
bye-bye. Item 3C is TPPRE 1124-00263 at 3584 East River Road. This is for construction of a metal barn building with painted metal B-deck siding, a neutral color or rusted corrugated metal siding. The barn will have a gable roof with two 12-pitch, 8-foot deep recessed porches along the north and east sides of the building, located northwest of the existing office building. Two contributing structures to the district are located on the site. Are they buildings or structures? Don't know. We'll learn, I guess. Courtesy review, Binghamton Road, Rural Historic District, Pima County. It's a contributing resource. We use the rehabilitation standards. Michael, do you have any background?
No, Madam Chair, I'll just tell it to Mr. Mackey to just remember this is a courtesy review, so I'm going to leave it to you.
We have to take no action. Go ahead, Bill.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Good, thank you.
So this is a barn building that's being used for farm equipment and seed curing and conservation offices for seed curing that Native Seed Search has worked on for the past few years as part of a master plan for their site, along with a water harvesting plan. And they vetted this project with Pima County Natural Resources before they hired an architect. And then we went through a design process and showed the project to Ian over at Pima County. He has no objection to it, doesn't think it has an adverse effect on the property, and said, let's go through the process to do the courtesy review. And then I think it goes up to SHPO after that. So let me share the screen. So can you see the screen?
Yes.
The plan? So this is the site. This is Alvernon and River. And the blue outline is the existing building that the architecture company built, designed, I don't know, 20 years ago. And the green rectangles up here are the contributing structures. They're houses that are on the existing property. And then the red box is where the barn's going to be located. And the location of the barn has to do with their water harvesting plan, and also that this is a property that's in the floodplain, and that the area that the barn is being located is actually the least favorable agricultural land. So the soil's not good, and so it's a good spot to put the barn for that reason. Also, lining River Road and a lot of Alvernon are mesquite trees that essentially kind of block the view of the site from the road. And so these are views from River Road looking onto the site. So 2 is looking directly south of that building that the architecture company designed. 6 is looking north, and there's that building located in the center down there. And then these are the contributing structures. So they're cute little, houses, a hip roof and a gable roof, pretty low walls, I think 10, 13 feet high at the eaves, and then a pretty the pitch is definitely, it's like 12 and 4 or something like that. More than the 2 and 12 that we're doing. And then this is the building that was built a few years ago. And then this is the site, 4, 5, and 6, that are views to the north and to the south. And so then here's the building located here. This is the floor plan. There's going to be a long ramp for tractors to go into the barn. There's a seed curing room, and then there's some offices and a bathroom. And then on the south side and on the east side, there will be a deep porch that people can do the seed curing activities, thrashing and getting the seeds out of the vegetables and fruits. Well, I guess they're all fruits since they have seeds. And so then they'll go into the seed curing room. And then the building itself is it's a metal building. It's going to have a Corten B panel siding and roof. So it's going to be the rusted steel. And the porch is going to be the same with that. And then a wrought iron fence or guardrail that goes around the south and the east porches, some sections. And then these are elevations that kind of show it in the context. So this is the west elevation. So looking from the west towards the barn, and to the right is the 2009 structure, and to the left are the 2 historic structures you see here. And then the north elevation is looking to the south, where we see our barn in front of the 2009 structure and then the historic structures. And then I also have just these views that we did for marketing purposes, so you can get kind of a flavor for what it looks like. It's a barn. It's a utility building, and there's going to be a big old water harvesting tank on the north side. We have to do some floodplain mitigation, so there's going to be some riprap berming that's on the east side. The porches are going to have hopefully solar panels on them. And then this is a look from the south towards the north of there, and then you can see these porches are being used for the human activity. That's it.
Okay. Who has comments for Bill?
This is a courtesy review at this point?
Yes,
At
sir.
all points.
At all points, yeah. Because it's for the county, and it's in the Binghamton National Register District.
Gotcha.
Or whatever it's called, landscape. Rural
Well,
Historic District.
looks great.
Thanks.
Okay, who's next?
This is Ricky. I also think it looks good, and thank you for coming through for a courtesy review.
Always my pleasure to come to this meeting.
Savannah?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know much, and honestly didn't read anything about the Binghamton Rural Historic District, so I don't know if you want to, is there any defining characteristics of that, those guidelines that
Not that I
inform
found.
the design? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of farming going on there, and I mean, it was the first rural historic district that got done some time ago. It was very kind of cool, and there was I think there were Chinese gardens out there years in the 19th century, early 20th century. What else? Who remembers this? Who is as old as me? None of you.
I had never heard of this before,
I
so
thought you were asking who remembers, like when you're in school and they give you a pop quiz.
Yeah. Just but anyway, it's I think it's sensitive to I mean, that's the key thing, right? That it's sensitive to sort of the nature of the historic rural landscape. And lots of large expanses of fields and things like that. And for any of you that I used to have to drive that way to work all the time, so I got used to it. Okay, let's see. So Savannah, who else? Who
Yeah,
else?
that's
did-
good. I think so.
There's a book about this. It was a Mormon farm and it was a farming area, but there is a nice book about it that does have information about it. But this was agricultural land
Yeah.
that extended to the area all around.
Mhm.
And Alexandra is the director.
Hi, Alexandra.
Hi.
Okay, let's see. So we have, so I said something. Christopher, Andrew.
No, it looks good to me. And big fan of native seed search. So, good luck.
Okay, Jan, did I pass you up or are you okay with it?
No, I'm good with it. I wasn't aware of this district till a few months ago, just having to make repeated trips on river, and it caught my eye, and this is very cool to see. So good luck.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, well, good luck with the project, and we don't need a motion, but I recorded that we all weighed in. So, thanks a lot, Bill.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's move on to item 4, public and institutional use in a development zone discussion. So for item 4 and item 5, which is task force on inclusivity report recommendations, we're just going to have to move these to another agenda. Item 6 is current issues for information discussion. Item 6A, minor reviews. This is scary. Be prepared, everyone.
Yes, Madam Chair. I'm actually asking for, since I've been gone, no minor review has been done, but honestly, I have an overdue backlog of close to 30 minor reviews. So I am asking all the Plans Review Subcommittee members to please jump in and help me as much as you can. I will be sending out a couple of them to you. Please just take a look at it. Let me know whether it's good to go, that kind of thing. Part of the complication is that
Go. I'll be glad to help. Send email.
Yeah, send it around. And so Ricky, you just helped him with 7 of them?
yeah, Ricky has done about 7 of them already. So I'm just counting on you. What has complicated it is in the barrio, Grace, who used to help to do the minor review, her term has expired. And nobody in the barrio wants to do minor review. Everybody is saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I'm left with PROS. Amory Park, John Burr was the only person doing minor review. His term has expired. So for me to get to this number, I need your help. So I'll be sending out to you. So
Okay,
please
question,
just,
Michael. Do
just
you
look at
know?
it.
Yeah. Do you know if John Burr or the other person can be reappointed, or their terms they can't be reappointed?
John has served 8 years, so he necessarily has to
Wait a while.
Wait a
Okay,
while.
but
He
yeah.
can still be a non-voting member of the board, but he cannot be an active member of the board.
Correct. They have some other somewhat active members, plus they have some appointments waiting in the wings.
Yes, they have. They had a special meeting where they have some people to be appointed. Madam Chair, I don't know, have you reviewed the appointment of Steve Greedy and Matt somebody?
No, I have not been sent anything.
Oh, it's Matt Smith and Steve
Yeah,
Grady.
Matt Smith.
Yeah, I
just,
will review it as soon as you get it to me if it's new, but within 24 hours, but I have not seen anything.
yeah, I just heard about that today, so I
Yeah,
don't
find out.
think that. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that it follows the right process because it looks like somebody is already drafting an appointment letter. So I asked whether the chair has already looked at it, and they said no. So I said they should put a stop to it. So I will make sure that it gets to you for your
Yeah,
review
and I will
first.
get it done quickly. And so, but plans review, folks, if there isn't anyone from the neighborhood advisory board, we can just review it on our own, correct, for a minor?
Yes.
Yeah, and so we have to help Michael do this. Next week, I can probably do some virtual ones if we have them. So let's just see who else can step up and do.
I think everybody will be willing. I'll be fine. I will let you know, Madam Chair, based on what I'm hearing from here. We should be good to go.
Okay,
So that's
sounds
what
good.
I have for minor reviews.
Great. 6B is appeals.
We do not have any appeals at this time.
Okay, 6C, zoning violations, the usual.
The usual.
Ongoing.
You just saw one today, and I have a couple that will be coming to you for a full review.
Okay. Item 6D, review process issues. Does anyone want to say anything? I do want to say that I think that Ricky was not reappointed by the supervisor who appointed her. And
Yeah.
so, but she was able to participate today, and she'll be on probably for a few more days till the other person does the paperwork, whatever has to happen.
They're
But
gonna keep me on until, like, I'll be on until after the February meeting. And then they're gonna replace me after the 12th.
Okay, and we just keep Michael and me informed because it has to be voted on to take you off depending on what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So but I wanted to thank Ricky for, jumping into plans review not all that long ago, really giving a stellar performance, doing so many minor reviews, and being very, very helpful. And Joel was reappointed by his supervisor and will be continuing on plans review. And thank you for responding to my text, Joel, because I stress a lot about you, Joel. Thank you. In a good way, of course. And then
Ricky, have you moved yet?
Yeah, so I flew back, so I'm in Tucson today. I flew back for the Historic Preservation Officer community interviews, but I am officially living in Denver now.
All right.
And so she will, and good luck at school, and we expect to continue to hear from you.
Yes, I have to fly back every month for
she'll be,
stuff.
she'll be back doing important things in preservation in Tucson when she's done. So, and Savannah, did you get reappointed? Please don't cause a heart attack on this side.
Wait, what?
Yes. Have you gotten reappointed by your supervisor?
I don't know anything about that. Was I supposed to be?
Well, we're all, those of us that are appointed by the county, all terms expire. Because the supervisor was during elections. So this is a particularly bad liminal time for county appointees. So just check with your person.
Who's my person? I don't even know.
No, they don't have the professionals yet set up for the county.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think just double check, right? Because you are a county appointee.
I am. I don't know from whom.
You should
I
be
can't
fine.
remember.
You should be fine. So anyway, we just need to be sure that you're not leaving us, because that would be very, very bad. And so
I'm here.
Okay. All right. Those are my review process issues. But luckily I take blood pressure medicine. So anyway, anyone else? Sorry that I'm being silly. Anyway, Ricky kindly emailed her motion, so we've got that. Everything else was good. So let's move on to item 7, summary of public comments. Were any submitted by the deadline?
No, Madam Chair.
Okay, tell us about future agenda items. It should be item 8, but it's item 9, which I didn't catch.
Okay. Yes, okay. Yeah, we have the old Econo Lodge Hotel at the corner of Stone and Helen. That should be coming to you for a full review on the 23rd. We have one project in West University, the Aggie House, that was scheduled one point and never came. It should be coming to you on the 23rd. We have one zoning violation in the barrio. This one started as a minor review with Ricky and Grace. And They have gone to the barrio and they should be coming to you on the 23rd if I'm able to get to the legal action report for that one. And then there is the one historic landmark which is coming to you for an accessory dwelling unit. Those are the 4 that I have right now, but I'm going to do the draft and send to you, Madam Chair. There may be some other ones that Maria may have in the RONA or IID. I don't yet know because I've not checked in with her to see what she has going.
Yeah, I don't really want to do more than 3 unless we absolutely have to.
Yeah, I am trying to keep it at 3 despite all the pressure that they are putting on me, but I'm trying to limit it to 3 every time.
But if you're thinking of a 4th one, it looks, if one of them is not an hour long, I mean, we breezed through once we got through that first one. But
No, I'm
but
going to
anyway.
do 3, Madam Chair. I don't want to take a chance on 4.
Okay. Alrighty, so
Savannah,
go
you were
ahead.
appointed by District 2.
Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so can everyone make it next time?
No.
No. Okay, Ricky, no. Okay, what about everybody else?
That's 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
23rd
here.
is good. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
but we'll remind you again, and our quorum will still be 4, so that's why it's important to know what's going on. So, alrighty.
So Terry will make it, Jan will make it, Savannah will make it, Andrew will make it.
Terry will make it.
Joe will
Joel.
make it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be out of town, but we're on computer, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to check.
Yeah.
Okay.
so-
Thank you all.
Okay, everyone take care and Happy New Year for the
Thanks.
millionth time, but it's still January, so we can say it. And there's something in the chat. I don't know what it is. Nothing. Okay, take care, everyone. Thank you for your time today.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
see ya.
Bye.
Thank you for helping me out. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Now where's my thing to get off? Ah, there we go. Bye.
Bye.